This is good for people who do a lot of repetitive motion, so typing or like what I do, massage therapy and lash extensions. People who sit down and type a lot get a lot of carpal tunnel syndrome, so be careful when you're doing a couple of these stretches, and I'll make mention when it comes to those as to the pressure that you're using for the massage, because you can actually cause a little bit more irritation in that carpal tunnel area if you overstretch it. So the first stretch that I wanted to show you today, they're all pretty much very simple. You're going to be using your upper body weight to apply the stretch, and what you want to do is you want to flip your wrists so that they're face down on a surface. And here I've got my massage table. You can do it on the ground, or if you can do it up against the wall and just kind of lean into it. But you want to just lean into it, put as much of your body weight pressure onto it as you can. This is one of those stretches that you want to be really careful of if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, because you can actually cause a bunch of irritation right through here into that carpal tunnel area. So give that a nice good stretch, and each of these stretches you want to hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, about roughly. If you go a little bit over or under, it's not that big of a deal, but 10 to 15 seconds is usually pretty good for a stretch. So once you've done that, you want to flip them over so the back of your hand is on the flat of the surface. That one feels really good for people who do a lot of this movement. So dental hygienists, this is really good for you guys. Give it a nice good stretch. If you like bouldering, this is a really good stretch. It helps to kind of stretch those muscles back out after you've tightened them up. Give that a nice good stretch for about 10-15 seconds. Shake them out if you need to. Give your wrist a little break. Then you want to point them in towards each other, so you're going just like that. Press in, and you want to kind of rock back and forth. So you're alternating the side that the pressure is on, and when you're leaning towards the left, you should feel it on the right hand side, and vice versa. When you lean to the right, you should feel it on the left hand side. And do that a couple of times, back and forth, and then flip it so that your wrists are together, fingertips are outwards. And same concept, lean sideways. And on this one, the side that you lean to is the side that you're going to feel the most. This is another one you want to be super careful of if you have carpal tunnel syndrome or have had carpal tunnel surgery, Alright, so that's pretty much it for the massages for that area. Or the stretches for that area. If you wanted to do some self-massage, get your base here. And I like to start out by just doing some compressions all along the top line of it with your thumb pointing upward. Set your radius that you're massaging around. All those muscles that you're massaging kind of flip back and forth around the radius as it rotates back and forth like that. Get a lot of real fine motor skill muscles and tendons in through there. They get really angry when you do a lot of repetitive movements. So give that a nice good compression, and compression just means like you're just kind of squeezing it. When you're done with that, do a little wrist movement, go in each direction, doing circles. You can pull your fingers back. That's another really good stretch. It basically does the same stretch as the one where you're leaning on it and using your body weight. It's just using your hand to do the pressure. And sometimes you can't get all the fingers to get all those muscles in there. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or need some advice or have a specific injury that you want me to do a video on, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found it enjoyable as well as relaxing. Have a beautiful day.